was hoping I could share you going live. Happening now.
So it should, either way, it should like save it and then you can also share it afterward.
Okay, okay. So just minimize.
All right, awesome. So if we're all ready to go, good morning, everyone. It is my honor and pleasure to bring you our Sunday donation yoga. My name is Leanne Barber from Two Hearts Dance and Yoga, and every Sunday we host a Sunday donation yoga where we select a different organization, small business, or individual each week. And all of the proceeds from our class will go directly to that cause. So today we are super happy to have the foundation of Delaware County. I live in Delaware County, Pennsylvania, so it's very near and dear to my heart. And all the wonderful things that they are doing in the community. We're super happy to have Frances Sheehan today to tell us a little bit about the foundation of Delaware County and all the things they are doing as we start off the new year. Hi, Frances.
Leanne, thank you so much for having us back. I can't remember how many months it's been. It's as one of our teammates say, it's been Blur's Day for the last 9+ months. It's been just, it's been tough. I mean, even particularly this week. I mean, how low can we go? Hopefully not much lower. But we're the Foundation for Delaware County. We're your community foundation. We are a force for good, a force for optimism, just some really $158,000 right now in funds raised that have been being moved out the door in grants to nonprofits. Every other week, we make even more grants. So we've made, I think, over 80 grants to nonprofits, mostly to food pantries, as well as other nonprofits that needed PPE, equipment to continue operating. We funded some testing by the Black Doctors Consortium. In fact, we just provided another grant to an organization that's working in the Latinx community. They've set up testing in the city of Chester. We've funded counseling services to first responders. I mean, it's been a whole variety of nonprofits serving Delaware County, and you can see the whole list of those organizations on our website, delcofoundation.org. But the other big project we've been working on is that we, in addition to all of the grant making that we do, we also run public health programs like the Nurse Family Partnership and the WIC nutrition program. And to complement all that work, we are working hand in glove with the county to launch our own county public health department. I don't know if all of you realize on the call that we are one of the only counties in the country of our size that does not have its own public health department. The only county in the 5-county region here in Philly that does not have one. So I serve on the steering committee. We're going to be launching a whole communications effort around that, forming a board of health. Some very, very exciting new developments that I wanted to let people know about. We don't just work on public health. We fund the annual Delco Arts Week. We underwrite reporting on WHYY on Delaware County because we feel it's very important to have an informed public. And we also are a philanthropic engine for the county. So folks set up donor advised funds with us. They set up restricted funds. They use us as their philanthropic vehicle. And we give them advice about how to impact the local level and which nonprofits to invest in. So lots of really good stuff going on in Delaware County right now, and lots of opportunities to get involved, to make a difference. With everything that went on this past week in our nation's capital, now is the time to turn to optimism, to say, oh my God, I'm not going to let this discourage me. I'm not going to let this, I may let this enrage me, but I'm going to turn that energy into positivity. And I particularly like that we're doing this through yoga this morning, because I really do believe self-care is really, really important, but we need to also turn that self-care into positive energy for our community going forward, and lots of opportunities to make that happen. So thank you, Leanne, for giving me the opportunity to speak to you this morning, but also for choosing the Foundation for Delaware County and our response fund for your charitable investment. Very much appreciated, and I can promise it has an impact.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Frances. It's really a pleasure to have you today and to hear what's happening locally on my home front, as I am a resident of Delaware County. And I just admire all the wonderful things that you guys continue to send out into the community and give us the opportunity to be involved. So thank you so much for all that you're doing. We look forward to staying involved with you and continuing to, have this partnership and really practicing the self-care. Hopefully it does spread across the community at this time. Like I said, it's very important to make sure you're taking good care of yourself, make sure you're honoring your wellness, not just on the local level here, but nationally. We're all going through a lot right now. So making sure that you're taking time for yourself is so important. And again, we just appreciate all the opportunities that you continue to create within our community here. So thank you. As I mentioned, all of our donations today will go to the Foundation for Delaware County. So if you are interested in making any donations, feel free to send them to our PayPal, to heartsdanceandyoga@gmail. Through PayPal, you can send it through there, or you can also just send them directly on the Foundation's website. But we're very lucky and happy to have you today, and we're going to go ahead and get into our yoga practice. So as always, making sure that you are just honoring your body, honoring your wellness. If you need to step away from the movement or just not feeling like getting into any particular pose today, don't force anything. Make sure you're staying hydrated, and really just take the practice as you wish. It is your body, so just listening to it as you go, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get started. So come on to your mat or nice, comfy, cozy space that you're in, whatever that looks like for you. Just making sure that if you are on Zoom, to mute your screens. This is streaming live on Facebook, but we will not see you doing yoga. It just has my face, so you don't have to worry about being seen or anything like that on the screen. Coming into your space and getting nice and comfy and cozy. Just taking a moment to either maybe grab a blanket or a pillow you can place underneath the hips, and really find yourself at the most natural seat that you can find. So it doesn't have to be cross-legged, it can be however feels good for you. And just tuning into yourself on this lovely Sunday morning. The sun is shining here in Delaware County, so we're very lucky for that, even though it's a little bit chillier today. But just taking a moment to settle into your space, feeling the warmth from within you, and allowing one hand to come to the heart, the other to the belly. Taking this moment to allow your focus to come internal. Taking this moment to focus on your breath. Nice deep breaths in through the nose. Exhale as you sigh out. Nice big inhales. And exhale. One more, really finding that calmness within. And allowing the breath to continue at your own rhythm, so that no movement comes without breath today. Really allowing our breath to take us to the places that we're going. Allowing your breath to guide you through the transitions of your practice, guide you through the transitions in life. Sometimes just taking a nice deep, calming breath can send you to a new place and create that calm within. So knowing that on and off of your mat, that just tuning to your breath can really make a difference. Knowing that all the tools that you need are within, including the breath here. So focusing in on that rhythm, focusing in on that calm. And then placing the hands gently down beside you. So fingertips can come gently onto the ground here, giving yourself a little bit of support. Nudge yourself to sit up a little bit taller, shoulders away from the ears, nice and grounded through your root chakra, but then nice and lifted through the crown of your head. Really feeling that good posture. And then feeling as though there's a light coming from your root chakra, from underneath, from the ground, shining all the way through your body, through the crown of your head. So letting that light shine bright through you, continuing to lengthen the spine. Good. On the inhale, we'll rise the arms up to the sky, let the palms go up, maybe they touch at the top. Exhale, turn the palms down to the earth as you let the arms come down by your side. Inhale to rise the arms up to the sky. Maybe the gaze comes up this time. Exhale as you draw the hands down toward the earth. Inhale, nice and big, expanding, rising, growing, reaching. Exhale as you lengthen, coming back down to the earth. Take a few more of these on your own pace. And really feel that growth as you rise from the ground up. Exhale to bring everything back down into the earth. Maybe taking two more, really connecting your breath here with your movement and allowing this to carry you through your practice. So nice, slow, genuine, kind start to your day here. Very nice. On the inhale, we'll bring our hands to a T. So let the fingertips go to the side, let the palms go to the front. Take a moment here to imagine maybe a warm embrace, nice, warm, open heart here. Really feel that expanse through the heart, through the upper body, through the wingspan, if you will. Take a nice deep breath, nice and open. And then bring the hands to either the lower back or you can grab opposite elbows, your choice, whatever feels best for you. And then take a moment to open the heart nice and big. Maybe the gaze goes up to the sky. So allowing your open heart to lead you through all things. Knowing an open heart brings more interaction, more peace, more promise, more hope. So always leading our lives with an open heart, with the intention to create more space in the heart for loving kindness, giving, receiving, all good things, to spread that into the universe. Take a nice big inhale, exhale, let it go. Very good. Take a moment to kind of shake it out, let things go. And then we'll take a nice gentle twist. So let the arms rise up to the sky, exhale to twist toward the back of your room. So starting our practice off with twists always promotes clarity through the body, but clarity through the mind as well. So see if you can let go of anything here. Nice gentle twist, no need to force anything. Letting that clarity come through the body naturally. On the inhale, rise, the arms up to the sky. We'll take our twist to the opposite direction. Nice and gentle here. Allowing those deep breaths to promote the clarity in the body, in the mind and spirit. On the inhale, rise the arms up as you unravel, coming into heart center. Nice big inhale as we gather all of this positive energy around us to land into heart center. And once more, nice good aura of energy as we start our day, coming back into heart center. I invite you to set your intention for your practice today. Maybe it has something to do with the new year and starting the week off strong. Or maybe it's a personal intention, a goal, something that you're looking forward to achieving, whatever it is, just finding that for yourself. I also invite you to continue to spread gratitude in moments where you might feel like there is nothing left, right? We've had an eventful week here as a nation, so increasing the amount of gratitude in the world and starting with ourselves is so important. So thinking of maybe just 3 things every day that you're grateful for. I challenge you to start a gratitude journal if you can. Just writing down 3 things that you're grateful for each day will really help you put things into perspective, especially during challenging times. I personally do it myself and it helps so much. So perhaps you can take this challenge with me. Take a nice big inhale. On the exhale, let it go. We'll start to make our transitions to a tabletop position. So allow your transitions in your practice today to be everything that you need them to be, no more, no less. Always finding those moments where you can find something that feels best for your body, right? Everyone is different. So if you need to find a transition that works better for you, feel free to do that. We'll come to tabletop position. Spread the fingertips nice and wide. Root down through the hands, shoulders over wrists, and hips over knees. On the inhale, send your gaze and your heart forward. Drop your belly down for cow. Exhale, round through the back. Look into the belly button for cat. Inhale, gaze and heart shine forward. Exhale, round through the back. Take a few more of these on your own pace. So rounding, moving through the upper body. You can certainly take a few kind of figure eights or move through the hips, whatever your body's asking you to do. Taking that for yourself. We'll take 3 more breaths in our cat and cow or moving through the upper body. And then coming to your tabletop position, nice neutral spine. We'll send our right arm out for a handshake, straighten and flex into the left leg. Option to keep the toes on the ground, or you can rise the toes off. Engage your core here. Make sure you're breathing, not holding the breath. Take a nice deep breath here. On the inhale, bring everything into the center so the knee bends and the elbow follows. Everything comes inward. Exhale as you reach to your nice long line. Inhale, everything comes in. Exhale as you reach. And once more, bringing everything into the center. Exhale, reach nice and long out to that nice long line. Coming back down onto solid ground underneath you, tabletop position. We'll send our left arm out for a handshake, straighten and flex through the right leg this time. Toes can either stay on the ground or rise above, your choice. Either way, engage your core, breathe. On the inhale, option to bring that knee in, let the elbow follow. Exhale as you reach nice and long. Inhale, everything comes in. Exhale as you reach as far as you can go. And then coming back down to solid ground underneath you. Back to tabletop position. Good, we'll put all of our weight into the right hand this time. Open up through the left shoulder, left hip. Right knee is still on the ground if you choose, or you can choose to take a full plank, your choice. But then stay nice and open through your heart here. So nice and open. Let the left arm go up to the sky. Let the gaze look up. Really push the earth away from you. Nice deep breath. Feel this stretch in the side body. When you're ready, on the exhale, coming back down through the center, hands come back down. Option to move through a plank, or you can place both knees back down on the ground, your choice. We'll shift our weight into the left hand this time. So left hand takes all the weight. We'll open through the right shoulder, right hip. Send the right arm up to the sky. Nice big open wingspan here. Breathing. Find your breath. Feel this expansion through the side body. When you're ready, gently coming back down through the center. Both hands come down. Option to come back to tabletop position, or you can kind of shift the weight forward into the hands for a little bit of a modified push-up position, or option to come to a full plank. Either way, you're engaging your core, pushing the earth away from you. Breathe, nice long back to the neck, nice long spine. Take a nice deep breath here, and when you're ready, we're going to transition into our very first downward facing dog of the day. So find the downward facing dog that works for you. Push the hips up to the sky. Push the hands into the earth. Bring the elbows to the back of your room. And then take a moment to walk out the feet, so walking your dog. Really feeling the stretch behind the hamstrings here. Find what works for you, nothing more, nothing less. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, release. And we're gonna start to walk our feet to our hands at the top of our mat. So gently tiptoe, tiptoe, tiptoe those feet all the way to the top of your mat where your hands are. Stay in your forward fold, bend your knees, allow yourself to drape over the legs. Knees can be generously bent here. Maybe you take a moment to sway it out, rock it out. Take a nice deep breath here. Send all of your breath into your lower back, releasing that lower back as best as you can. Shake the head yes and no, releasing the neck. Very nice. And then spread your toes nice and wide, really plant them into the earth. We'll begin to start to come into our sun salutation. So gently start to stand, rolling up one vertebrae at a time, rising up all the way to your stance. Taking your time. As you rise up, let the arms reach up at the top. Exhale as you dive down to the earth. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. We're gonna take that one more time. Really taking that on your own pace. So however you wish to roll up, taking your time. Head is the last thing, and then the arms rise up at the top. Exhale as you dive down to the earth. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. We're gonna place our hands down onto our mat. Step the right foot back behind you. Knee is over the ankle here. We're gonna slowly lower that knee down to the ground. If you need to grab a blanket or something to bring underneath your knee, feel free to do that. We're gonna come into our half crescent lunge. So you can gently bring your foot forward a little bit. Scoot your toes forward, knees over the ankle here. Option to keep the hands on the ground for this kind of low runner's lunge, or option to come up a little bit higher, hands on the thigh, your choice. Either way, really feeling that openness through the hip here. Relax the shoulders, breathe. Option to bring the hands to the top of the head, kind of feel that openness through the heart. So really allow the shoulders to stay open. Let the gaze look up. Good. Exhale to breathe. We'll come back to our half split. So flexing through that front leg, feel the stretch in the hamstring here. Maybe you rock on the heel or move the ankle around in a circle, your choice. Very nice. Good. From here, we're gonna take that shift back into the front leg. So knee is back over the ankle. Option to keep the hands on the ground or option to rise them up. Your choice. Remember, all of this is your choice. So if anything feels not so good today, feel free to back away. Or if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, that's your choice too. Hands come to the top of the head. Open the heart nice and big, kind of like we're basking in the sun. Maybe imagining ourselves on a beach today, nice and warm instead of cold. On the exhale, coming through that front leg, feel that flex in the front foot. Yeah. Very nice. We're going to swing this left leg back behind us. So let that left leg swing back behind. And then we're going to make our way back to a downward facing dog. So take your transition. Bring the hips back up. Maybe you walk the feet out for a moment here. Take your time. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, release. We're going to start to walk our feet to our hands at the top of our mat. Coming into our forward fold. Bend your knees. Allow yourself to drape and hang here. Whatever feels best for you. And when you're ready, start to roll up for your sun salutation. Rising, rising from the ground up. Rise the arms up, reach up, look up. Exhale as you dive down to the earth. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale, place the hands back down onto the ground. Step the left foot back this time. So we're on the opposite leg. We're gonna lower that back knee. Of course, if you need a little extra padding on that knee, go ahead and grab your blanket or pillow. You can also fold your mat back to create that padding. Gently scoot your toes forward so that the knee is in front of the ankle in front here. Hands can stay on the ground or you can rise them to your comfort. Yes, very nice. Breathing, feeling the stretch in the hip flexor, going to where you wish to go. Maybe the hands come on top of the head, and then drawing the elbows down and back away. Open the heart here. So another chance to open the heart physically, which helps us open the heart mentally, spiritually, emotionally as well. So finding those moments of an open heart and breathing, nice deep breath. On the exhale, we're gonna flex through the front leg, feel the stretch behind the hamstring. Good. Option to rock a little bit on this front heel. Maybe you move your foot around in a circle, your choice. Nice good start to our Sunday here. No need to force anything. We're going to shift our weight to the front leg again, knees over the ankle. Remember, finding this foundation always will help you create a nice, good, stable core. And then maybe you rise here. Yep. Very good. Maybe the hands come back on top of the head. Open the heart. Breathe. Nice deep breath. Looking good. Finding that breath. Very nice. So we'll flex through that front foot again. Feel the stretch behind the hamstring. Take your time here if you need to. Rocking on the heel. Moving the ankle around. We're gently going to swing this front leg around to the back. Coming back to tabletop position, and then gently finding our way back to our downward facing dog. So remember, take the transitions that work for you. Find your way to your downward facing dog. You can also step your feet a little bit wider apart for downward facing dog, so you have a wider base. Take that breath. Nice deep breath here. When you're ready, we're going to send our right leg up the back. So let that right leg come up. We're going to set the right foot in between the hands. From here, we're going to draw that back heel down. So pivot on the back ball of your foot and bring that back heel down. Sorry that I have socks on today. You can't see my feet as well. My feet are cold. Just wait till they warm up a little bit. So we're going to rise up to our warrior one here. So make sure the knee is over the ankle. The back heel is down. Of course, I'm just going to face you for a moment. You can step this back foot out a little bit so that you have a wider base and so the hips aren't as limited. So finding what works for you. Once you do, let the arms come to cactus. Very good. Very nice. So we're in warrior one, cactus arms, finding our balance here. So take a moment to kind of take a few dips side to side. We're establishing our core strength, so make sure you're tightening the core. With tightening the core, that does not mean to stop breathing. For some reason, people stop breathing when I say to tighten the core. So make sure you're breathing, but still engaging this core nice and strong. Very good. And then rise the arms up to the sky, relax the shoulders. Take a moment here to breathe, nice and stable. So you should feel the stability through your feet, knees over the ankle, feet are spread wide, back heel is down. Good. Option to stay here or option to send the hands forward. And then maybe you bend through this back knee and slowly, gently push off of that back foot, coming into warrior three. So this back foot can gently be just a little bit off of the ground, or it can be a little bit higher off of the ground, your choice. So either you're here, maybe you're here, wherever you happen to be, just find your balance and continue to breathe. Nice deep breaths. Very good. Nice long neck, nice long spine. Take a nice big inhale. On the exhale, we're going to return back to our warrior one. So drop that heel down and back, returning back to where we came from. Take a nice deep breath. Exhale, we're going to place our hands down onto the ground. Start to move through our vinyasa flow, or you can meet us in downward dog. So if you're moving through the flow, maybe you drop the knees down, lower all the way down to the ground. Maybe you rise to a mini cobra, and then pushing back to your downward dog. You can always skip those vinyasas entirely and meet us in downward dog as well. So find what works for you. And then once you reach your downward dog, take a nice big cleansing breath, let it go. On the inhale, we're going to send our left heel up the back. So let that left heel rise. Step the foot in between the hands. Knee is over the ankle. So remember to find that foundation before you even rise. Spin on the back ball of your heel. Bring that back heel down for warrior one. When you're ready, rise up. Let your heart rise you up to your warrior one. So just gonna face you for a moment. Remember that front knee, left knee is over the ankle. Back, whoo, almost crushed my bum. Back foot, it can be stepped out a little bit further to create a wider base through the hips here so you're not tumbling over. So find what works for you. This time our arms are gonna come out to a T. So find what works. Relax your shoulders. Make sure the shoulders aren't up for the ears. They should be away from the ears. Engage your core, nice long spine. Breathe. On the inhale, maybe you take a few side bends, like we're flying here. Find what works for you, just establishing that core strength. Yes, it's there. It is there. On the inhale, we're gonna rise the arms back up to warrior one arms. Relax the shoulders, take a nice deep breath. Remind yourself how strong you are. We'll bring our hands in front of us. Option to stay here, or option to bend through that back knee and push off of that back foot coming into warrior three. If you're coming into warrior three, remember, foot does not have to come high off the ground. It can be just a few inches off if you want, or it can be a little bit higher coming parallel to your mat, your choice. Either way, finding your breath. Very natural to hold your breath in the balance to see if you can create more breath in the balance. Take a nice deep breath. We'll return back to warrior one. Coming back down, heels back down, nice and stable. Rise the arms up, take a deep breath. Exhale, we'll place the hands down onto our mat. Option to move for your flow, or you can meet us in downward dog. Remember, your transitions are your own, so really listen to your body here. If you're going all the way down, if it doesn't feel good for you, don't do it. Just find what works. And then find your way to the downward dog. Nice big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Very nice. We're slowly going to start to walk our feet to our hands at the top of our mat. Take your time coming into your forward fold. Remember, you can bend your knees as much as you need to. We're going to come into a forward fold. Feet are about shoulder width apart. I'm just going to face you. And then we're going to take our peace fingers on either hand. Bring them around the big toes for yogi toe lock. So let your elbows go to the sides of your room. Allow your head to shake in the center, releasing as much as you can. Option to stay here, or option to send your gaze and your heart forward, a little bit of a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Maybe one more time, send the gaze and the heart forward. Exhale, forward fold. Beautiful. Very nice. From here, we're going to bring our hands out of our feet. And then heel toe your feet together so the big toes are touching slightly. You can keep the knees bent. Take a moment here. When you're ready, we're going to rise our hearts up gently and come into our very first chair pose of the day. So chair pose does not mean you have to get low or anything like that. Just find what works for you. So even if you're just bent a little bit, just find that place. Make sure the feet are spread nice and wide so you're creating a good foundation. Let the knees come behind the toes slightly. And then engage your core. Let the arms come up. Find the chair pose that works for you. Yeah, no need to go any lower than where you are. Take a deep breath. Stand up nice and tall, rise up. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Bend the knees if you need to. Very good. We're going to take our chair pose again. When you're ready, gently rise the heart up. Sit back into your chair, wherever that is for you. This time we're going to bring the hands to heart center. Find that strength within. Option to stay here, or option to send your heart forward just a little bit, and we'll take a twist over to the right. So if you're taking your twist to the right, you can twist from the top, or you can twist a little bit deeper by bringing that left elbow toward the right knee and making that a deeper twist. Your choice. I'm going to stay up. You just find what works for you. Good. So your twist, remember, we're creating clarity as always with our twist. Make sure you're breathing, not holding the breath here. Take a nice big inhale. On the exhale, we'll unravel to the front. Exhale, forward fold. Let it go. You can sway it out if you need to. Very good. When you're ready, getting ready to take our other chair pose. So rising the heart, sitting back to your comfort. All about finding peace in your pose, no more, no less. Hands come to heart center. Find that stability here. Option to stay here, or option to send your upper body forward and then to the left side. Good, so you can twist at the top here, or you can twist a little deeper by bringing the right elbow toward the left knee. Your choice, find what works. Breathe, most important part. Take a nice big inhale here. On the exhale, coming back to the front, forward fold. Let it all go. Release. Good. We're going to stay in this forward fold for a moment. So you can bend your knees and bring your hands down to the ground. We're going to step our right foot back behind us. Lower on that back heel, so let the back heel come down. Good. From here, we're gonna take a twist toward our front left knee. So we're twisting toward that front left knee. Right leg is back behind us. Good. If you need to come on the ball of the foot, that's fine. But if you're able to bring that back heel down, then maybe you can find more openness through the hip. Your choice. Take a nice big inhale here. We're gonna start to bring the left hand down. Both hands down on the ground. This time we're gonna open up to the right side, away from our left knee, coming into warrior two. Woo. Good. So I'm just gonna turn around so I'm not, my back is not to you, but my left knee is still in the front this time. We took our twist opposite, and now we're open, hips are open, and the left knee is in front. Warrior two. Beautiful. So that back heel should be down. Front knee is over the ankle. Arms are extended, nice big energy around you. Look out past your middle finger for your warrior two. Nice strong warrior that you are. Beautiful. Find your breath. Yeah. We'll flip both palms. On the inhale, rise to the front knee. Let both arms come up above you. Exhale as you bend. Inhale as you rise, nice and tall. Exhale to bend. Good. Perhaps you let the gaze come up with you this time. Exhale to bend. Sometimes just that subtleness of a gaze coming up to the sky can really make your practice more empowering, creates more positivity. Just like if you're walking down the street, you don't want to be looking down at the ground, you want to be looking up and into wherever you're going, yeah? Same thing here in yoga. Let that gaze look up, find the positivity. Beautiful. One more time. Nice big inhale. Exhale to bend. Beautiful. We're going to flip that front palm, reach all the way to the back of our room. Then we're going to step both feet together at the top of our mat. So take that back leg, step it together at the top of your mat for your forward fold. Yeah. Release here. I'm just going to face this way now. You just stay where you are. Both feet are together at the top of your mat. This time we're gonna bend our knees and bring our hands down to the ground. We're gonna step the left foot back behind us this time. So we're doing everything that we just did on the other side on this side now, okay? So if you want to bring your back heel down, feel free to try that. And then we're gonna open toward our right front knee. So take your twist toward that knee, opening, feeling that twist here. Good, find what works for you. If you want to straighten this front knee, you're more than welcome to do that, but just find what works. Yeah. When you're ready, on the exhale, we're going to bring the right hand back down to the ground to straighten the foot. And then we're going to open up toward our left side. So right knee is in front. We're going to open up toward our left side, rise up for a warrior two. Opposite side than what we were just on. Yeah. Very nice. Take your transitions, find what works for you. However you need to get there is more than enough, yeah? If it takes you longer, that's okay. If you get there and need a chance to breathe, go ahead and take it. Your transitions are your own. Front knee is over the ankle, so bending. And then that back heel is down. Arms are an expansion of your energy, so they're out. And looking beyond your middle finger for your warrior two. Beautiful, breathe. Nice deep breaths here. Can we find that calming breath that we started out with in our beginning breathing practice, maybe? If not, take a couple deep breaths here. Notice how the breath can change your whole feel, your whole vibe. Very nice. We're gonna flip both palms here, and on the inhale, we're gonna rise to the front knee, let the arms come above you. Exhale to bend. Inhale to rise, lengthen all the way up. Exhale to bend. Inhale, arms rise, reach up, look up. Exhale to bend. Inhale, let those arms come up, let that gaze come up and bend. Just a few more here, really letting your breath be a part of your movement. Always, always letting your gaze be a part of your movement. One more. Beautiful work. Coming back to warrior two, we're gonna flip that front palm, reach all the way to the back of your room, reverse warrior, reaching away from that front knee bent. And then we're gonna step that back leg, so back left leg steps forward to meet the other at the top of your mat, come into a forward fold. Bend your knees, release. Shake it out, whatever you need to do. On our inhale, we're gonna start to roll up one vertebrae at a time, so take your time. Rising up, let the arms reach up at the top, landing everything back into heart center. Beautiful. So we're gonna take a moment here to find our balancing series. So if you need to grab a chair or maybe position yourself close to a wall or whatever you need so that if you perhaps get a little bit off balance, maybe you can catch yourself. If not, I really strongly believe that you have that strength within you. So maybe you don't need that at all, yeah? All right, so we're gonna come into our balancing series. Today we're gonna start with the tree pose. Starting with the tree pose, one, because it's kind of a new year and we really wanna establish our roots, yeah? So establishing the root, the foundation, thinking of ourselves as either a tree rooted into the earth and then rising above, or thinking of yourself as maybe some kind of structure or a house. You want to create a foundation underneath you before you add anything or build anything on top of it. So however you want to imagine that. Either way, nice and strong, right? Trees are strong, houses, structures are nice and strong. So we're creating that in our bodies. So to start off, we're going to put all of our weight into our left foot. Really spread your toes nice and wide. So spreading the toes and then placing them back down onto the earth. Then maybe you create this kickstand with the right leg right to the ankle or to the calf or a little bit higher, just not on the knee. So just finding wherever you are most comfortable and then rooting down and rising up above that. So we're not pushing into this hip. Whoop, I'm gonna find my balance. You really want to lengthen up, engage your core. Let your shoulders go away from your ears and then let your arms take an expression of choice. So wherever your arms are asking you to go ahead and try that and breathe, right? So a lot of times we hold our breath in a balance. See if you can really let your breath empower your balance. On the exhale, we're gonna step down, sway it out, shake it out, whatever you need to do to let that go. Woo! Getting ready for the other side. So placing all of our weight into our right foot this time. Spread those toes nice and wide, literally spread them out, pick them up, place them down onto the ground. It really helps create the stability. Have you ever seen those shoes? Sometimes runners have them where they put their toes and it kind of spreads them out and then they run with them. That really creates a foundation for your feet and really allows your toes to be nice and widespread. That way you can make more connection with the earth, yeah? So we're doing that here, spreading the toes, creating more connection with the earth so we have somewhere to support ourselves. And then taking our kickstand either here, just not on the knee, wherever you happen to be. Arms can take a different expression of choice, whatever is kind of speaking to you. Maybe up, maybe out. And then breathe. Find your balance. Through your breath. Beautiful, beautiful. Woohoo! Little wobbles, okay. Take a nice big inhale, exhale to step down. Sway it out, shake it out, whatever you need to do. Very nice. On the inhale, we're gonna let that go. On the inhale, rise the arms all the way up to the sky, gaze looks up. Exhale as you dive down to the earth. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. We're gonna bring our hands down to our mat and start to make our way down, down, down to our mats, yeah? Grab a drink of water if you need to. Just gonna tilt this down a little bit so you can see. So we're gonna come back down onto the earth. We're gonna work on a little bit of hip opening. Hip opening really releases a lot of tension and stress that we don't even realize that we're carrying with us. We naturally carry a lot of tension in our hips. So kind of releasing that and letting it go will help release anything that might be blocking you as well, okay? So a couple options for your hip openers. The first one is your lizard lunge. So if you want to take lizard lunge, you'll come into tabletop position to start. You'll step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. You want to scoot your feet, scoot your toes a little bit forward so this knee is over the ankle. You really always want to create that foundation. And then you can rock on the outside blade of the foot, or you can even walk your foot out a little bit wider to the edge of your mat or a little bit more opening. Option to stay here. Keep your heart lifted, no hunching over, or you can always come down a little bit further if you're able to. Just find what works for you. That's option one. Option two is pigeon. Coming back into our tabletop to start. Right knee comes in between the hands, and then you start to scooch yourself down. So you can move this right ankle around a little bit if you need to create more space in the hip. You really want to be right over top of the hips here, so not leaning into the right side or the left. Look back at that back foot, make sure it's right behind you. Option to stay here lifted, or you can come on down wherever feels good for you. Third option for your hip opener, all three are going to give you a good hip opening. Just pick one that works for you. Option to come down to your back, bring the right foot across for a figure four. Option to stay here if this is more than enough, or you can bring the hand behind the thigh and create a little bit more openness. So any one of those three, lizard, pigeon, or figure four, are going to give you the hip opener. So go ahead and choose one, and then start to settle into it, yeah? If you find yourself straining or shaking or forcing anything, take a nice deep breath, adjust yourself so you're not straining, and find comfort, not strain, yeah? Peace in the pose, always. We'll be here for about 5 breaths, so take your time, nice and intentional, deep breaths. Woo, nice deep breaths here, yeah? You should feel the hips opening. The more you breathe, naturally the hips will start to release. We'll take 2 more breaths here. And gently finding your way out of this. So creating whatever counter stretch your body's asking you to take. Maybe you want to come back to tabletop. Maybe you want to go to downward dog. Maybe your body's telling you to go to child's pose. Whatever that is, just listen to it. So releasing with that counter stretch, and then take a nice deep breath. We're going to start to make our way to the other side. So just because you did one pose on the right does not mean you have to do the same on the left. So if you know you're more open or tighter through the hips on one side, you can always choose a different pose, your choice. Remember, it's lizard lunge, left. This time the left leg will be stepping to the outside of the left hand. Knee is over the ankle. You can walk your foot out to create a little more openness through the hip here. Second option was the pigeon. So knee comes in between the hands. Start to draw your hips down. Or option to come onto your back for a figure four. Whatever feels best for you, go ahead and choose that wisely. And allow yourself to settle into it, yeah? So if you find yourself tightening up or clenching or feeling any kind of uncomforting sensation, come out of that, adjust, choose something that feels better for you. Always wanting to choose the things that promote peace, not strain. We'll take about 5 breaths here. Nice deep breaths. Whatever feels best for you. Can you let the breath release you where you might be holding on to? Two more breaths wherever you are. And then gently starting to take that counter stretch. So whatever that means for you. Maybe you take yourself to child's pose for a moment, just to kind of reconnect. Take a nice deep breath. We're gently going to make our way onto our backs. So take your time, find a good transition that works for you to come onto your back. Once you come onto your back, place your feet into the earth. Let the knees go up to the sky, hands go into the earth. And then really let your shoulders release into the earth. So a lot of times we kind of hunch forward naturally, because many of us work from a desk or at a computer. See if you can kind of rest back into the earth. So let the shoulders just rest into the earth underneath you. Always feels good to open the heart a little bit more here. bridge 2 times. Option to find any variations that work for you. Press the hands to the earth when you're ready. Start to rise your hips off of the mat. Maybe it's just a little bit this time. Really find your base through your feet. And then release through the shoulders. Breathe. Nice deep breaths. We'll take 2 more breaths here. And when you're ready, start to lower 1 vertebrae at a time all the way down to the earth. We'll take 1 more bridge. Option to take any variations that you wish. Maybe it's clasping the hands at the lower back. Maybe it's going to the balls of the feet once you reach the top of your bridge. Whatever feels best for you. On the inhale, start to rise. Good. And breathing. And you release. And you let go. Nice deep breaths. 1 more breath. And then gently coming down all the way. Beautiful. Coming all the way back down. We're going to take our twists here. So let these knees that are already up, let them drop to one side, right or left, doesn't matter which side, let them drop down. Maybe you walk your feet into your body a little bit closer. And then keep your shoulders nice and open. So make sure both shoulders are on the ground. If one shoulder is starting to peel off, see if you can just adjust the legs a little bit higher so that both shoulders are still on the earth. And then maybe you look over the opposite shoulder. So if your knees are going to the right, look over the left shoulder. If your knees are going to the left, look over the right shoulder. And breathe. Nice deep breaths here. We started our practice off with twists. We're ending our practice with twists. That way we're keeping that clarity as we continue with our day, as we get on into our week. Letting the clarity through the body and the mind continue. We'll take 2 more deep breaths here. Nice big cleansing breaths. And when you're ready, start to bring your knees back up to the sky. Bring your back nice and flat onto the earth. We're going to take our twist to the opposite side. So let your knees drop to whichever side you haven't done yet. Maybe you walk the feet in a little bit closer to the body. And then remember to let the shoulders reach the mat. So if one is starting to come off, see if you can let the knees come up a little bit higher, letting both shoulders come onto the earth. And then looking over the opposite shoulder. So if the knees are going to the left, looking over the right shoulder. And vice versa. Nice deep breath here. We'll take 2 more. Really feeling that twist, that clarity, letting go of whatever is no longer serving you. We'll gently start to make our way back to our back so the knees come up to the sky. And then squeeze both knees into the chest, rocking through the lower back here. Take any last bits of movement, any last bits of stretches your body's asking you to take. Maybe stretching through the backs of the legs. Maybe just rolling around a little bit. And then we'll squeeze our knees into our chest. So coming into a nice little ball, a little seat of energy. We'll bring our knees in and our chin to our chest. Give yourself a nice warm embrace. Take a deep breath at the top, and on the exhale, start to lower yourself down to your Shavasana, your final resting pose. So let the legs come down to the bottom of your mat. Let the arms come out by your sides, maybe letting the palms go up. Coming nice and flat onto your mat. Let the heart go up to the sky as you lie nice and flat. We take our final resting pose, our Shavasana, as a way to reap the benefits of our practice. So give yourself that space and that time to really release and relax. Lying nice and flat. If there's anything else you're holding on to, mind, body, or spirit, take a nice big inhale. Exhale, let it all go into the earth. And relax. your breath deepen. Take a nice big stretch, welcoming yourself back into the space. Gently start to make your way to your favorite side. Give yourself a nice big hug, bringing gratitude to yourself for honoring your wellness, for honoring your health, for sharing your energy, and allowing that gratitude to spread out into the world as you continue on your journey. Gently start to bring yourself to a seated position so we can close out our practice together today. On the inhale, rise the arms all the way up to the sky. Coming back into heart center. Nice big inhale. Gathering everything into heart center. And once more, letting this aura of energy that we've created continue to spread out into the world. Allow love and gratitude to carry you wherever you go. Draw the thumbs to the third eye, continuing to progress each and every day. Shanti, 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 peace, peace, peace. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you all so much for practicing with us today, for practicing with Two Hearts Dance and Yoga, and for your donations and your effort and your energy toward the foundation of Delaware County, Pennsylvania. We are so delighted to have Francis here. We are really looking forward to continuing this partnership and just sharing all the wonderful things that Delaware County has to offer. Any donations today will be sent straight to the cause and the foundation. We will be sharing this video, so if you want to continue to share it with your friends, your colleagues, feel free to pass it along. And we hope to see you again in class soon. Thank you all so much. Really appreciate it. Thanks, Francis. Thanks, everyone. Have a great Sunday. Enjoy your weekend. Bye-bye. Thank you. Take care.